You're tuned in to Live with DJ Steady and Company, where the vibes stay grown, the talk stay crazy, and the energy always crazy. Kick back, let that beat hit, and let us talk to you nice tonight.
Hey, Day Day, your favorite podcast show is live again. That's right. Steady is back on the ones and twos. And tonight I decided to switch it up. Nobody wants to spend the rest of this week with the holiday blues. So I hooked up with this queen, this beautiful social media influencer. Like, you should link up with me on Steady and come keep, Steady company, because this is live with DJ Steady and Company. And, it was nothing like that. She came love. So, ladies and gentlemen, we got Mel in the building hanging out with Steady tonight.
Hey
Why you
everyone,
do?
how are you? Thanks a lot for having me here tonight, Steady. I appreciate that.
Absolutely, love. You know what I'm saying? I had to show you some love because you showed me mad love. You know what I'm saying? I met her through TikTok, ladies and gentlemen. So we sorry that we missed y'all on the TikTok network, but we'll get y'all the next go round.
So,
Why is you
Steady,
looking
I
like
am really, listen, I'm so happy to be here with you. And the fact that you called me an influencer is like, I think
that?
I think it's a little bit much for me, but you know what? I'm gonna take it. I'm definitely taking it.
Indeed. We got Triple Eight in the building showing us some love already. What's happening with your family?
Hey
What's
Triple,
that?
how are you, my dear? I
We
appreciate you
good.
coming on and joining us tonight. So I invited a couple of my friends through. Hopefully they'll jump on time and whatnot. But if you are here checking in, make a comment. Let me know you're in the building with Steady.
You
This is my
feel
first
me?
time doing a podcast.
Hey, shout out to my podcast executive producer, of course, Miss Sean Powell of EYS is in the building. You know what I'm saying? I love when the people come through and pour out. So tonight we got a special little episode because the holidays, we're a couple days away from Christmas. So, I decided to cook up a little special and I was like, you know what? This just don't feel like Christmas no more. You know what I'm saying? Like I grew up in that era where it was all about family dynamics, certain gifts. See, they ain't even got the stores like Toys R Us, KB Toys, stuff like that made you excited about Christmas. In the 80s you had GI Joe's, Barbie, Easy Bake Oven, that nature. And I'm a 90s baby, so you already know it was all about the Power Rangers, the Ninja Turtles, you know what I'm saying? We was doing our thing with that. And of course, it was just all around good times. We had such a great time during that time period. And I was like, I miss them days because now it's 2025 and babies are coming out the womb already knowing how to scroll YouTube and TikTok now.
That is so true. That is crazy that you said that. That is, I think that you're 100% right with that. I think we are having kids that are like iPad babies. Does that make sense? Like they're
Yes,
iPad babies now, right? Everything that
you're
they're
right.
looking at now is based off the iPad or mama's cell phone, and they're getting younger and younger. And it's hard to say because I have an iPad baby too.
See?
Yeah, it's definitely there. It's I think I stopped celebrating Christmas about 2 years ago, to keep it real with you. I thought Christmas was like more like vain a little bit. Like the kids would get the presents, they would play with it, or they'll like think so much of it for like that moment, and it would be
Right.
gone. It would just be gone after that. So what I started doing was saying, hey, you know what? Christmas, the money that I would spend on Christmas, let's spread on memories. Let's go on a vacation together. Let's go do something. Let's get away as a family and build memories instead of like you getting something that you're gonna like for like a couple hours or a day or so.
Oh, that's that's definitely big because it is that now. It's that we don't even have conversations, family dinners, everything becomes high and buy. What's the next number of an iPhone product that I can get as opposed to, let's go and make these memories. Memories last a lifetime. Material things are there for, like you just said, for in that moment. And for me, like Christmas changed for me, like I want to say before I got out of high school, because there was this one period where, you know, mom started letting us, pick our own Christmas gifts out at the store. She take us to the store and we pick out what we want. Granted, we got some extra stuff in between that. You still got some of the unmentionables, but as a kid, nobody wants to see that big long box come out of the closet and look at that box because you know it's clothes in that box. We appreciative, but as a kid, you wanted whatever was the hottest action figure or whatever at that time frame.
You're right, you're right, you're right. It was more like even looking in the stores now, that's I'm not seeing the traffic out there anymore. I'm not seeing the toys out there anymore. It's more like internet-wise, you're going on like Amazon and you're picking up the electronics and things like that, but I'm not seeing the traffic out there for the toys anymore. It's just not as popular as it used to be. Like the excitement, like you said, is not out there anymore.
Absolutely. And it's sad now that I feel like today's like present generation don't know what it's like. Before it became too commercialized, it was like we actually believe Santa Claus was really real. You hear the folklore of old Saint Nick coming to down your chimney, and of course, there's the mystic element of, oh, if he caught a child up, he would. I heard stories of like he'd spit something in your eyes if he caught you up and stuff like that. And then there's the softer side of leaving out the milk and cookies and stuff like that. Just so many different variations of Santa Claus that just made it so magical and so fulfilling as a kid.
You're so right about that. I've never like talked to my kids about Santa Claus. For instance, I just didn't want to be that parent that let them down later on. I'm like, there's no Santa Claus. I just didn't want to do that with them. But I grew up with the Santa Claus effect, right? On that.
Right.
And I think it's like it's they're not doing it anymore because parents are working really hard and I getting credit. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I ain't working that hard to get these gifts and I ain't getting no credit. That's not gonna happen. Not happening at all. But parents are like working hard and not getting any credit for it. So they like, nah, ain't no Santa Claus. That's me. That's me doing that for you. But
No,
what I would
straight
say
up.
yeah, what I would say is Imma just like I still see some of them parents really going out and above and beyond for the kids for Christmas. I don't know if you got a chance to see some of the videos online with the Jordans that just came out, and these parents are running and standing in line hours at a time just to get their child a pair of those Jordans for Christmas. I mean, so there's still parents out there that are going above and beyond to do certain things for kids. I just think it's crazy, but it's still happening. Some parents are still doing what they need to do to make sure their kids are happy. I just think that it's a little vain that you have to wait 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hours for a pair of sneakers so your kid can open up Christmas morning and feel special.
Absolutely, and salute to the parents that do that. You know what I'm saying? That's real. But yeah, all that. See, that's what I'm talking about. This over factional, like whatever this thing is with the Jordan brand. Granted, I'll never take away what he did for basketball and his profession in his sport. But to just sit there now and build $1 billion industry on a pair of sneakers is a little far fetched for me. Especially when you technically, if we're gonna be real and be honest, you're still putting out the same shoe since you played ball in '82.
Mhm, mhm. Just changing
Like
up the
they
colors a little bit.
re-releases. Just a little.
Mhm.
That's what I'm asking for. A little variety. It's always we get it. You play for the Chicago Bulls, so everything's gonna be red, black, and white. And I know for y'all come for me, for y'all sneakerheads come and be like, nah, bruh, you gotta look. He got the velvet. He got the legend blues. All that. Yeah, that's cool. That's dandy. But I'm just saying it's gonna cost an arm and a leg. So for dinner is a TV dinner because you wanted them
Mhm.
$800,000 pair of shoes. So don't worry about Christmas ham and all that good old mac and cheese and none of the good luxury of having that type of thing. Now you've ruined Christmas for everybody. Thank you.
There you go. There you go. I agree with you, Steady. I definitely agree with you. I guess that's why I stopped doing the Christmas thing. I really do. I mean, it's just a time that, kids look forward to getting presents at the end of the day, but we're living in a world right now, literally, that a single mother, in order to make ends meet, literally has to work 2 jobs. 2 jobs, and I'm gonna take 1 day to give you all these gifts to make you feel special. When I work 2 jobs and I can't afford to spend quality time with you at this point. Because it's Christmas now, I'm gonna do all these different things. I don't think it's necessary. I don't think it's necessary. I'm not saying I'm gonna downplay and shouldn't have Christmas, but I just think that, people need to look at their means and not beyond their means. So those Jordans that cost $200, are they really needed at this point? Or is the spirit of Christmas and the cookies and baking and the food and the meal and the decorations and the quality family time and the games, is that the importance of Christmas? Is that the Christmas that we're looking for? Is the Christmas that you're talking about? You know what I'm saying? That's the Christmas that needs to still stay here. But the gift part and the gifts all over the Christmas tree and beyond the Christmas tree, I don't think that's needed at this point.
Right, because that's the propaganda is it becomes, for one, like we saying, the whole to commercialization. And there was a time period, like we said, of Santa Claus at one point actually just being, this big fat guy in a red suit with the reindeer with the shiny nose. You know what I'm saying? That whole spiel. So now when you mention Santa, it's like, who is Santa? You like mom and pops, and that's Santa now because you
Mhm.
got what we love to say as a kid. You didn't get me. As soon as you get one thing off, you didn't get me that. You get a knockoff, like some kids couldn't get Jordan, might have to get a pair of Shaqs or something. So you know what it's
Mhm.
like to still get somebody equally talented, but it's not the one that you traditionally want. Like you don't know the blood, sweat, and tears. Like my mom's no longer here on this earth, God rest her soul. So you don't know what it was like to be able to have your mom, like you say, put in them hours, working day and night to make sure that you had what you wanted. And it's sad part, the part that is not even being appreciated, I would say, is what you said earlier is about you're only gonna enjoy that for a moment.
Mhm.
Because soon as
Exactly.
something new comes out, you wanna toss that out the window. "Oh, this is out."
Mind you, I'm working 2 jobs just to get that for you.
It's irrelevant.
Mind you
That's
that,
irrelevant now.
right?
That's
Yeah.
irrelevant. That Imma throw a temper tantrum. And if you got some kid I've seen cases where parents have been unalived because of some child being ungrateful for not getting what he wanted. Rather, it was a certain video game, a certain product, certain shoe, whatever it was, miscellaneous applied to it. It was worth you deciding that I'm off my parents because I didn't get what I want for this one day.
Yeah, and it's not about that conversation today, but what I wanted to say is with that portion is that it's about when how you raise your children. To know the difference between what your needs are and what luxury is. I think a lot of kids nowadays they look at these things like they should have it. And in the era that I grew up in, we were grateful for the little things. You talked about those old stores like Payless and different things like that. We were grateful to go into Payless and get those Payless
Yes.
shoes. We were, right? And now some of these kids are like, what are these? I didn't ask for these. I don't want these. I'll never wear these, right? But it's the grateful part that they're missing out on, right? That there's so much needed for them because again, we as parents are making decisions this year about what are we going to be able to eat. Food is so expensive, right? And
Right.
that's why stores like, Family Dollar, Dollar Tree, Dollar General, those companies right here are getting more broader out here because the income ratio has changed. The high mid class people are no longer high mid class at this point.
Oh, nah,
They're
they
not.
want, and that was the point. And it's crazy because we're just recovering or trying to recover from a government shutdown that if people of different colors don't recover anyway. And then now I'm seeing updates for those who do receive SNAP food stamp benefits that they finna make changes now. Like now they implementing like it's gonna be strict guidelines to one recertify for it. But now they saying you can no longer get sodas, no more junk food, no more snacks, no more of that. So imagine that mom who's on her way to satisfy a kid because she a one parent household and she got
Mhm.
four or however many kids that she receives. and she can't afford to give them their favorite snacks off of EBT no more. That's finna change the game.
Mhm. But it's all about healthier living too. Well, they're setting that thing up for more healthier living because at the end of the day, all that
They could
sugar
have
and
been
junk
did
food that we're
that.
feeding off of it.
I was team. I didn't agree with it. Now this was something Michelle Obama
You
wanted
was
back
team
when she
cookie
was.
and you was team cookies and soda. Are you
You
team
darn
cookies and
skip it.
soda?
Look at this body. What you talking about? I don't know what you talking about, but
Ain't
nah, I'm
nothing
just
wrong
saying.
with that in moderation, right? In moderation. Because when you think about that, if we're raising our children on cookies and soda, then we're having them as an adults as diabetics.
Ain't no wrong.
Think
Nah,
about
it's a
that.
lot wrong with the sugars. It's a lot wrong with the sugars. Real quick, looking at my social media comments. Shout out to Miss Nunu in the comments, and I see you, Pooh and JC. I see y'all. So Nunu was saying she do her best to live a grateful life, and we do our best too. And that's what it's all about: is your best. Like it kills me to know that you have to be in ranking to try to be the perfect parent, to try to be a perfect sibling. Like that ranking stuff has got to stop. You know what I'm saying? It's
Mhm.
it's that's what I'm saying. That's what makes me so frustrated about this time period now is nobody wants to. Excluding the whole market plan of I gotta go get this in order for them to love me for Christmas. No, why don't you just show up for Christmas? You know what I'm saying? I'm always down for a nice Christmas dinner. I ain't hard to please. I'll take a decent conversation, a decent meal, like you said. Let's go on a trip. I'm all about trying to get my passport for 2026.
I know that's right. I know that's right. You know, I've seen AAA put parents are working 24/7 hard to enjoy Christmas. And that is definitely true right now. They're actually pulling in that OT right now. They're working extra shifts just to give their kids a special Christmas, right? No parent wants your kid to see the difference that is really happening in this world right now because it really is a shift right now. There's a shift. Believe it or not, there is a shift. And this Christmas is going to be different compared to a lot of other Christmases because we went through a big shift, right? We just talked about government shutdown,
Absolutely.
EBT cutbacks, and there's 100 more things, layoffs, and different things that are going on right now, right? There is a shift. AAA works in the retail environment, in the shopping environment, and she sees the shift. I work in retail. I see the shift right now compared to last year already. So kids are gonna really have to understand the shift that's gonna happen, and hopefully we can pray that one day we'll come back to a place that we'll have a lot of presents under the Christmas tree. But I think parents should get grace right now. Grace. That's what we should learn. Peace and grace this Christmas
Yeah.
because they're working hard just to keep the lights on.
Literally. No, it ain't a game. It ain't a game no more. So just salute to all the parents out there that has to do that, man.
Shout
My
out
heart
to
goes out
them.
to you. You feel
Yeah,
me?
shout
Big
out to the
ups.
parents.
You
Shout
know,
out to the
I
parents
hate
that have gifts under the tree this year. Seriously.
right. No matter what it is, you know what I'm saying? I'm hurt that you ain't get me the Optimus Prime. I still want it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't get no Transformer. No, no Power Ranger. I ain't get the whole. I have yet to get a full all 5 to 6 members of the original Power Rangers. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a little salty about that, but it is what it is. But at this point, you know what I'm saying? All I want for Christmas at this point is a right what's that? My right big toe? Yeah, I got a right big toe thing. So if anybody want to give me you into prosthetics, even if you got to make it out of candle wax, it's the thought that count. But that's just a little comedy for my peoples.
Because I was like, what's going on with the right big toe? What's up with the big toe?
Don't see it's a lot of stuff. She knew to my programming, y'all out here in the steady
Yes,
realm.
I
So
am new. So I don't know him on YouTube. I know him on TikTok as DJ Steady. And I didn't know about the right big toe. What's the in scoop on that for those that don't know about the right big toe?
oh, I'm cool. I'm very open on my network. This was how many years ago? Think this been about 6, 7 years ago where I had an infection in my. Let the record state, just because I'm big back, don't mean I'm diabetic. I know most anytime you say you got a wound somewhere on your foot in areas like that, the thing they're gonna say
Mhm.
is diabetic. Nah, that's not me. I don't have any diabetes issues. thank the Lord. Nah, I just had an infection, and it was one of the moments where it was got to the bone, and that's all had to go. I'm a firm believer of if my right hand offend me, cut it off. So if I got to lose a couple limbs in order for me to live, I'm cool with that.
I know that's right. I know that's right, 'cause that's me all day too. Like, if you gotta take my big toe off, take it off for me to be able to keep moving. That part.
That's all it's about. That's like you said
Exactly.
with Christmas and wanting better health should also be a part of the programming. Like, I'm cool with athletic wear, stuff like that. Like, hey, baby, you know what? For a Christmas gift, I got us a gym membership. It's not an insult to me. It's gonna be you want us to live. We want to get healthy. You want to get us a juicer? Since I was making jokes about my sodas and the cookie, and be like, you know what? I got us a juicer because now we can get the fruits that we need off this EBT, Chips Ahoy, and all that.
I love it. I love that. I love that. So you're saying basically,
So,
let's get the things that we need, right? Not the
then that
things
one.
that we want for Christmas?
Uh, isn't that true? Yeah, because you got to think about needs versus want in today's time. Back in the day, it was cool to want all of those things because most of the parents was able to afford it. You know what I'm saying? What that song used to say, don't blame Mr. Charlie. Mr. Charlie was just a man. So when you saw Mr. Charlie around this time, mama was making sure your Christmas was gonna be good. Don't worry about it.
Exactly. Exactly. So what else are we talking about with
We having
Christmas?
technical difficulties already. We finally bring Mel on my show, and they want to be black today. The network want to
No,
be
I'm
black
here.
today.
Is everyone able to see me? Because I can see
Just won't
myself.
let her
I'm
be black.
here.
Okay, there you go. I was like, yo, am I losing my wonderful
No,
co-host?
no,
The
I've
first
always
night
been
she get
here.
hired on the job.
I know.
I dig it.
I'm just trying my best, guys. I'm on
Let's
this
see,
podcast for
Nunu.
the first time. Triple A is laughing over here at
It's
me.
okay, girl.
This Listen, I just
She
got
talking
this
about she trying
microphone.
her best. I'm the one over here sweating bullets. I am over
Ah,
here sweating, but I'm
why
holding
are
it
you
together.
sweating?
So Nunu says, we'll get to that later. With the present state of the economy, we need and we should be looking to invest and think about our futures. I totally agree with that, Nunu. You're absolutely right.
I agree with that too, Nunu. Nunu is like such a knowledgeable person, and she's saying like we need to focus on the things that we need and not the things that we want. Again, I've seen all the Christmas games and family joining together, and that's what Christmas is about to me. It's like about family coming together. It's about having fun with family. It's about loving on each other, different things like that. Ah, thank you. So Brandon is
Absolutely,
my
man. Don't
brother
forget
that
about the Chris.
popped in. So hey, bro, how are you?
Okay. Ah,
That's
go back
right.
and sit.
I'm really into that portion of the Christmas thing. Like I think last year I didn't celebrate Christmas, but my brother did come down. Brandon did come visit me, and I was like, oh my god, I gotta put the Christmas tree up because now I'm gonna feel like I'm not a Christmas house. So we did put the Christmas tree up, but we didn't have presents under the tree, and we did games. We watched football. Me and his girlfriend cooked in the kitchen. We had a nice little meal. We had a great time together. And I mean, it really felt like Christmas. I probably was probably one of the best Christmases that I've had because it wasn't about, did you like your gift? Did you get what you wanted? It wasn't that. It was just about just family coming together and just having an organically great time. And I saved a lot
Yo,
of money too.
Nunu says Mel Trini is TikTok famous. That is correct, folks.
I'm okay on TikTok. I'm trying to grow.
Don't Don't do that. Don't do that, man. If you ever want somebody to show you some genuine love, she will definitely come through and support your life. She will support your content. As long as you're making good, positive content that uplifts the people, she all for the people. We do a little madhouse here and there, but that's what made me she caught my eye. And I'm pretty sure somebody else gonna argue differently. You can argue with your mammy. Don't argue with me. We ain't got time for that
That
on this live
part.
tonight.
That
Yeah,
part.
Dave.
That
I'm
part.
a mess.
Listen, I'm looking to take over the YouTube sector next year. That's gonna be my portion, and I'm so happy to be part of it with DJ Steady on my first podcast. Hopefully, my first of many more on here with him. But I'm looking to get into YouTube sector as well next year. Hopefully, we can do some more podcasts together, and you can get me familiar with this YouTube sector.
Oh, don't worry. She is locked in officially. I'm making it be known, as the CEO of Live with DJ Steady and Company. I always welcome good company. So yes, anytime you want to link up here, my platform is your platform.
Amazing. Thank you, Steady. You are the
Absolutely.
man. You are the
Ah,
man, okay?
I dig it. I dig it. So Nunu says, question: if we do not do the commercial things, does it cease being Christmas? If so, why? I'll let you take first take at that.
Um, no, go ahead with that, Steady. I feel like I've been talking a lot on your
No,
podcast.
okay. If we don't do the commercial things, no, it should not, because Christmas is all about tradition, in my opinion. It's what make it. I feel like this. If we had to have Christmas cardboard box and the only thing that was a can of beans, I'm grateful. That is the greatest gift. You know why? Because we still together. We still get to see each other. We're still above ground. Like sometimes it's the little things. Not everybody thinks like that. But sometimes you gotta just appreciate that. It's not always about the building that we in, because we can be out sitting on the corner, but we still together. The greatest gift is still being able to be here and be around one another to love on one another. Like it changes when you, because there are some people that feel like that is their end all be all. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, mom and pops lost their mom lost their job. What are we gonna do about Christmas? It's I can't go to school Monday without the new J's. I can't go back to school without the new J's. There's so many things now that have made people conditioned to that's the only way to enjoy Christmas. And some people just need to unplug from the matrix a little bit and realize Christmas is all about being united with the people you love.
I agree with you, Steady. I really do. And I think a lot of people forget the meaning of Christmas. It's really like a holiday because of Christ. It's about going to church and the religious factor of it was it. And then they started bringing in the gift buying and the Santa Claus situation. It was really a time to go in the church and you come home and you have a meal together and you spend time with family together. And somehow again, it became this like forget the church. Let's open the presents and eat and see what I got and go home and go off and show off what I got and post it. And everybody's posting their Christmas tree with the gifts around it. I got 2,000 gifts under my tree that it's so big that I need another tree to put gifts on. And we just forgot the meaning of it. The meaning of it just went away completely.
And that's
So I
when
think that.
commercialization took over. Yeah,
Mhm. 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 I think it was
distraction.
a sector to build the retail world up as well because it's probably one of the times in retail world that they gain the most, you know, sales.
Right.
Yeah, so it's
Exactly.
set up to like build the retail world, right? You have to feed into the economy with that.
It's and that's totally exactly what it is. And it's even worse in today's time because it has conditioned people to this is survival of the fittest. This is all we know how to do. You know what I'm saying? There's no more what they call the little trail mix. You used to get the oranges and the walnuts and the peppermints and
Mhm,
all those
mhm.
things. Like some that was a gift that somebody you just put all that together and you presented that. Getting a nice fruit cake was just a gift. I'm talking about the actual cake, people. We're gonna keep it respectful here. But there was just so many different variations of things that were, you know, gifts. My grandma always taught me, you know, a Christmas card can be a gift to somebody that you thought enough about somebody. Beautiful words as a keepsake for them.
I love that. I love that. I love that you said that because, again, it's about the meaning behind what you're doing on Christmas. It's the meaning behind it. And more than ever, again, people are working so hard just to make sure and get the things these kids want when they really shouldn't have to. They really shouldn't have to. I really think that
Yeah.
there's some like some light bills and some water bills and some other bills that are not going to get paid just because they want to get the tree filled. And that's the
And that's the
crazy part
sad
about it.
truth. Your
Yes,
child
that's
still
the
don't know
crazy
two
part.
plus two equals four, but he know that he want an iPhone 16. That math wasn't mathing right there.
Mhm.
I'm gonna need y'all to
I
do better.
agree.
I'm gonna need y'all to do. Education should be a gift. You see the way? Do you see the way the world running? Do you not see the way they already? We don't even get Charlie Brown Christmas on TV. I ain't seen a Rudolph. I ain't seen Frosty. I ain't seen Charlie. Have you seen any of these classic shows that was given to us from childhood on up that was passed down that our parents even enjoyed certain carts? And they may not be big cartoon people now, but it was those moments that made you sit in front of the TV, the fireplace lit, and you got a nice cup of cocoa and some ginger snaps.
Mhm. Did you see Triple A's comment?
What's what we got? Let's go. Okay. We have government. The government has invented reasons for us to spend large, don't yeah, sums of money. Another example is Valentine's Day. Exactly. These have become big buck profit margin. You know, when they do the end of the year summits and they look at that profit margin and they look at, look, we didn't get enough money from the funeral home department to meet our end of the year quota. So what better way to keep them that stock up high? Make people buy. Supply and
Mhm,
demand wins every time. How bad?
mhm,
Yo, what that comedian I remember hearing one time ago, your child ain't got no type of athleticism to be wanting a pair of Jordans.
mm.
You better take him to wherever where them little brown sandals was. Them we call them where I come from, them grilling sandals. You know they're not agree. Sometimes you need to learn what your child's strengths is instead of trying to we false. I'm probably taking this way. You know what? We real unapologetic. This is my show. I'm just saying, this gonna be Christmas. If you're gonna give that child a gift, at least make it be worth it.
Mhm,
Because
mhm.
you ain't gonna be here forever. These stores are gonna eventually perish. An iPhone
Yep.
ain't gonna get you into college.
Mhm, mhm. And again, I felt like, back in the day when kids got stuff, it was because they earned it. You earned that,
Thank you.
and now it's just because they want it. They're not earning it. It's like they feel like that they're entitled to this stuff. And these parents are giving it to them and they're like feeling like they're entitled to it. And I've never been that type of parent. I'm very old school with my kids. I always believe like Christmas was things that you needed and your birthday was things that you wanted. I've always done that kind of thing. So, if it's your birthday, we're going to celebrate you because this is the day that you were born. So, what do you want? Because we're celebrating you, right? But on
Exactly.
Christmas, we're going to get the things that you need. So, you're going to get those hats, those gloves, those winter clothes, and, a couple video games I'll throw in there, whatever the case is. But I never really went extravagant on Christmas. My mother, on the other hand, that lady was crazy.
Man, and it's just that's things like that, moments like that is what I miss the most because as much as my face may have soured about, having a nice coat or a nice pair of gloves, you realize it's 30 degrees outside and you needed that because it was flu season and you didn't want to catch the flu. You didn't want you didn't want to have to take the testing before you had to go back to school.
Mhm, mhm. That's what I said. Christmas was the things you need, okay? Because I was gonna get it anyway. I just wrapped it up and put it on the Christmas tree. You gonna get that hat anyway. You get that coat anyway, okay?
Anyway,
Anyway,
like
you were gonna get it. So you needed a new pair of sneakers anyway, so I got them for you. You're going to use those things, right? Because you needed
man,
it.
back in the day, them $300 that you spent on one pair of sneakers got me multiple outfits and multiple pair of sneakers back in the day for $300.
Exactly, exactly. I think that, it's we're I just think it's gonna be a different Christmas this year. I can't
It
wait
already
to
is.
see it. Yeah, it is. But I'm not seeing those posts that I usually see with the Christmas tree and all these gifts under the Christmas tree and stuff. I remember years ago, it used to be like you go on Facebook and you go on there, you see this is how Christmas is this year, and this ain't nobody posting that this year. I went through it and look, ain't
Ain't no
nobody posting
Christmas
it.
lights battle. Ain't no battle of the Christmas lights. I don't hear the Temptations talking about, you know what I'm saying? It was the night before Christmas. You don't hear in my mind. You know it ain't, and it ain't a black household you don't hear in my mind. When it's Christmas time, that's the first
Mhm,
song you gonna hear.
mhm, mhm.
Like,
You're right.
man, it is it's
That's a classic
com-
song right there.
it's so commercialized to it kills me now. And then there's the moments of the appreciativeness, like being for real, like because people don't understand a mom's pain. Shout out to the girls that if you are active, you not, then whatever. Talk about the moms that make it happen because she gonna
Mhm.
go above and beyond. Mama was a magician. She was a doctor. She was the nurse. She was your care provider. Like she played so many roles and still kept the 9 to 5. That your lights might be off on Christmas Eve, but come Christmas morning, you had lights. You know what she gonna tell you? Merry Christmas, I got the lights on.
Mhm. Mhm. You're right about that. You're right about that. I have to go back to what Triple said. Triple said, they're setting this thing up to make a profit from this, right? They're setting this thing up to make a profit from this. And I think that, to all the parents that are watching right now, and we're talking about Christmas, that you do what you can. You do what you can, and anything extra is okay. It's okay not to be that super mom or that super dad and have to get these things these kids want. Because at the end of the day, they're going to be in your position one day and they're going to understand why you couldn't get it because you chose food on the table and you chose lights and you chose the mortgage to be paid and you chose the water to be paid and they still have internet because you chose not to give them that PlayStation 5 or you chose not to give them those Jordans. They will understand about it. They will understand.
Sacrifices. We got a comment here saying all these kids care about now is whatever is trending. The values have diminished. You're absolutely correct. There's no values. There's no support. It's manipulation. It's become a manipulation game. You know what I'm saying? And again, what's the word I'm looking for? Cerebral programming. They're gonna flash it out. Oh, I got to have this. I got to go get this. You know what I'm saying? Like Nunu was speaking on, she was grateful for just getting, practical gifts like socks, sweaters, calendars, educational magazines, stuff like that. That we really those things added value to us. It may not seem like much now, but I remember, for me as a kid, you just for somebody like me who's, born with my situation with being born with spinal bifida, I'm just grateful for another Christmas in general, like to be able to be here on Christmas. Cause again, not saying I'm so worried about, the end gonna be the end, but I'm just grateful that I'm getting the opportunity to enjoy it. Cause I started telling my nephews they when my brother started having kids and stuff like that, and they be looking at me like, "Well, you ain't get them nothing for Christmas," and I go, "What you mean I ain't getting nothing? I am the gift. I'm here to pass knowledge. I'm here to pass wisdom. I'm here to say I love you. I'm proud of you. Keep going.
I love it. Yes.
You're gonna
Yes,
learn about us fixed
exactly.
income people. Don't be looking at us talking about and my rent costs whatever it costs. No, we ain't doing that over here, Playboy.
I love that. Yes, you are the gift. The mere fact that you guys can come together as a family is a gift, right? A lot of families are so far apart that they can't join each other for Christmas, right? There's a lot of, believe it or not, a lot of lonely people on Christmas Day. They don't have family, they don't have friends, they don't have anyone with them. So it's the fact that someone can be there with you on Christmas and be able to, be with you and celebrate that day with you is a gift in its own.
Be grateful. What did Jackson 5 say? Why don't you give love on Christmas Day?
I know that's right. You are a music person. You've been able to do a lot of phrases of music. I see. That's why they call you DJ.
You know, that's what they call it.
Do we have
So
any
being
more
that
questions in the chat? I love the
right,
questions in
right,
the
y'all
chat.
see them all. I love it too. I'm
Chat,
feeling the energy. You know,
yeah, the
so
chat
before
is
we get into
chatting a
more
little bit.
questions, so being that you have an island background, you know what I'm saying? Was it like different for you as a kid? Like your family have different values, the way they looked at Christmas, from the island's perspective?
Yeah, so when you think about the islands, for Christmas, everyone like they painted their houses, they cleaned did some winter cleaning, and it really wasn't more about the gifts so much. It was about the family gathering. It was about the food that was being cooked. They cooked with a little bit of extra love, a lot of baking going on, right? So a lot of cakes and pies and bread and different things. Your neighbor would come over with a loaf of bread or something that they made to give you for Christmas. It wasn't more about the extravagant gifts. It was about the time, the music that was playing when grandma was cooking in the kitchen or your mommy was cooking in the kitchen, the going out in the festivals that they would have on Christmas Day, the hangouts at night with the food and family coming together. It's the old culture that you see in the islands. Would kids get gifts? Yeah, they would, but it would probably be one or two gifts each child or something instead of all these different amounts of gift. But it was mostly about the food, the ice cream, the cakes, the pies, the food, the hangout, the family, playing cards, games, Christmas movies, things of that nature. Making sure the house felt like Christmas because it was new again, you know? That kind of stuff
Right.
is the culture in the islands. Shout out
Love
to my
that.
island people that don't hear.
Hey, shout out to all my peoples. Y'all already know nothing but love from DJ Steady over here. Man, where y'all at with these comments, people? Y'all comments. And then for those of you who gonna listen later on the Spotify, you know what I'm saying? Feel free to give a reply to I love emails. I'm cool. I will answer your emails on lives. Just email me at steadycompanylive@gmail.com. And if you want to hit Mel Trini up, I'm sure she will allow you to follow her on TikTok first. You gotta follow and get to know her first, because I ain't just letting anybody just go in her DMs. I'm letting it be known now. Okay, continue.
Definitely. But if you do want to follow me, I'm Mel Trini on TikTok. You can definitely follow me on TikTok. I haven't gotten to the YouTube sector yet, but I'm looking forward to joining it
Don't
again
worry, she will.
with
She
Steady.
will be. She will be. Don't worry about it. I got you. Yo,
That's
y'all.
the
The
first
funniest
time
thing
on
I
the
seen her.
podcast.
You did. The funniest thing I seen her do was correct somebody on her live one day. And she was like, yo, y'all be getting my name all effed up out here. She was like, it's Mel Trini. She's like, it's not Mel Trinidad. It ain't none of that. It's not Mel Trinity. She was like, it's Mel Trini. I was like, for now on, I had to get the tongue game together. Cause like when you approach her, don't you slip and say it. Cause I ain't trying to get her. She ain't finna bumbleclot me with none of that. None of
I would never bumbleclot you. Never.
it.
Steady says he likes to hear me talking the
You
Caribbean
ain't
way.
have to tell
So
everybody that publicly.
oh sorry, Steady. We was gatekeeping that.
Too wow.
I didn't
Wow.
know we
You
was
know what?
gatekeeping that.
Wow. What, ladies and gentlemen, just because she did that, I'm gonna need a second. We're gonna take a commercial break and we'll be back momentarily because I need to gather my darn thoughts up here that had me hit me back after these short messages.
Have you ever wanted to start your own tax firm? Well, consider this your sign. Here at Your Tax Business Genie, we have specially crafted 3 premier partnership packages for every tax professional. So whether you are just starting out or have years of experience, we have the plan for you. Not only will you have access to our knowledgeable tax academy, but also will receive free tax software for this upcoming tax season. Our goal is to help you manifest and harness the 6-figure income you are wanting to generate in just 4 months. With unlimited electronic filing, your earnings are limitless. Let us help you. Your wish is our command.
All right. Now I'm in a better headspace now. Throw off my equilibrium at this point. Yeah, okay. So now before we get out of here, I think why don't you go ahead and tell the people who Mel Trini is? Let's give a little into the social media influencing that you are. Go ahead, girl.
So I'm Mel Trini. I'm on TikTok. I really don't have a niche per se. I'm an advocate to talk up for people and what's going on in this world. So you're going to see a lot of posting on updates on what's happening now, but you also see a couple posts on me itself, teaching you a little bit about my ins and outs about me. Um, I do have a group that I just started off team. My team is called Team Takeoff. So you're going to see that plane there. I feel my team is going to elevate this upcoming year on any channel that we're gonna go for. But I also have a group of people that I associate with, and she's on here. Nunu's on here. Triple is on here as well. And
Shout out.
shout out to them who's supporting. That's my family. And we talk about how to elevate yourself on TT. How you. Everybody wants to get on social media and they think it's easy. It's not. It is not
Right.
easy at all. It's very difficult, but we're here to support. My team is here to support, and we really genuinely love to support people to grow. We're genuine people because we believe if we grow, it's not going to grow alone. It takes a village to grow, and that's the aspect that we're coming in at, right? So I am, still trying to figure out what my niche is, but sometimes you don't need to have a niche. Just be who you are and you'll grow because people will love you. So it's pretty much a deal. I'm from Trinidad, of course. You'll see the Trinidad flags on that name. The plane will be for Team Takeoff. But that's pretty much it. I've been almost going on a year on TikTok, and I have just recently hit my 10K followers on
Hey,
there.
big ups to that.
I've had two posts that I've made that went viral. On TT, I have a post that I did 1.3 mil views, and then I have another one that's steadily growing. That's at 79K right now, I think it's on, and it's growing. So I don't if you ask me, I don't know the figuration of how it goes viral, but it did.
Okay. I'm feeling it. No, it's an honor just to have you on the network and be able to, link up with you in these positive conversations. You know what I'm saying? Like we love the fact that you was able to successfully grow TK through TikTok because it's not easy. Like it doesn't happen overnight. You got to put in some hard work and dedication. Like y'all think it's just do a dance routine, post it, and see who follows. No, you really have to promote yourself out there if you want to make it to the big league. And I'm a little offended that they invite me to the team takeoff, but don't worry about it. It's cool. It's cool. I like being a lone wolf over here. It's all good.
So I wanna make it known on YouTube today that DJ Steady Team Takeoff would love to have you part of the team.
Thank you. I'm honored.
But
Ran my
whenever you're
blood
ready,
pressure
you
up.
can put the plane on your name and be part of Team Takeoff. We would love to have you as part of Team Takeoff.
Saying, feeling it. Big ups, big planes. Gonna be part of the brand here on Live with DJ Steady and Company because that's all I do. I just take off and go live at random. Like, do y'all not know I'm going to end my week this week by doing a whole episode dedicated to HBO's Max new trending show, Welcome to Derry, based on Stephen King's It series. I'm actually about to talk about this whole thing. And I don't even do scary stuff like that, like for real. And I get it. It's not even scary. Don't come for me. Don't do that. You ain't been where I've been. You don't know what I know.
I'm glad you didn't tell me to be part of that because I don't watch nothing scary. I've been like, nah, sir, this is not for Mel.
Okay, good. You are not invited to that table.
I'll sit out that one, sir.
Absolutely. But I am planning because, in case y'all didn't know, I am taking some personal time off for the Christmas week because I felt enough with some live with DJ Steady and Company. So I need time to, now that I got a new co-pilot that's gonna be rocking with me, now I need time to, to consult with her on what we doing next, what our plans for 2026, and how can we help launch her brand as the next YouTube sensation. I'm all about support one. I'm all about elevation. And, I feel like Team Takeoff is exactly what I'm looking for. It's about elevation and growth. And, setting yourself aside, like my whole thing is I feel like why we can't be the next Steve Jobs, why we can't be the next Bill Gates, why we can't, what I'm saying? We limit ourselves based on what society has conditioned us to think we're supposed to accept. If you're under the African American descent, then it's either dope boy, ball player. Like you can't reach for the stars and go, I want to be an astronaut, I want to be a president. It's sad. Like we got to do better at inspiring others. That should be a gift for Christmas. I'm going to inspire you to want to be greater than you're allowing yourself to be. I want to help you reach your full potential. And here at Live with DJ State and Company, we plan to continue
Mhm.
to do that for you all.
There you go. I love it. There you go. I love that you're saying team takeoff and elevation. Those are our words for the upcoming year. So I love that you're already kind of like making sure that it's known. I think if you're not trying to elevate yourself this upcoming year, then what are you trying to do? What are you trying to do that at this point if
Absolutely.
you're not trying to elevate from where you are? Everyone should
It's
be
time to
trying to do
stop being
that at this
stagnant.
point.
I think now it should be more crucial than ever. Like we've seen the way the government treats us. They've already been treating us some type of way, but now it's even worse than before. Like lately, and I'm not trying to preach to nobody. By all means, do what you got to do. But my
Mhm.
motto going into 2026 is I ain't hanging around nobody that still want to associate with who I used to be yesterday. You looking at me, if you still expecting to be still sitting on that corner stoop with a 40 in your hand and a blunt at the corner of your lip, not knocking nobody. Please, by all means, I'm not knocking nobody. But at least have a plan of action that you do that for leisure and not do that because that's just what you like to do every day with your life.
I agree. I think so. What I usually do is, and what I'm going to encourage my friends and family to do this year is that make a list of goals. I make a list every year of goals to accomplish, and we have to help motivate each other to set those goals. And that's what we're going to do. So, team takeoff in family and friends. That's what we're going to do. We're going to set together and make some goals that we are going to accomplish. And they have to be accomplishable goals. Like, you can't say, I want to make $1 million next year. Like, are we serious? I mean, you can accomplish it, but let's be realistic with the goals, right? So if you say, hey, I want to be able to make $50,000, right? And you made it
Right.
and you exceeded it. That's great because it's accomplishable based on what you're doing. One of my goals this year was to get 10,000 followers on TikTok, and I made it. It was one of my goals. One of my goals were to make 4 books. I am an author as well. I didn't put that in earlier, but to have 4 books out this year was one of my goals. So like I literally almost cried when I got my fourth book out because it was like, yes, I accomplished the goal. I hit it. So just for us to really sit down and evaluate what we want to elevate on and make those goals happen.
Exactly. Like tangible and obtainable goals is definitely the motto. And for me, like one of my things I know I would definitely want to work on now is like credit repair. And I was just telling my best friend today, I was like, we should make a pact at like 2026. We should get our passports for real. Cause we've been talking about it off and on, like we're gonna go get it, we this and that. And life be life, and sometimes and you forget. Like I feel like I gotta stop being distracted. Like one of the things I have learned to start doing more is to kind of being more financial secure, like financially secure, even on my, fixed income, whatever little change I do happen to be blessed with here and there. It's like, look, got to the point I'll sacrifice DoorDash and a meal and be like, you know what, you got food in your refrigerator, just go cook a meal. Stop falling under that spell of the microwavable life of you wanted it handed to you hot and ready when you can bless it with
Mhm.
your own hands and get you some soul food. If you know, you know. So one of the things I'm really trying to work on is like credit repair because I still got goals at this point to be a homeowner before I'm 50 years old. Like I'm trying to go ahead and kick down these doors for real. Like ain't nothing holding me back.
I love it. I
Hey,
love it.
I like that. Triple say start now. We ain't even waiting 2020. That's the love right
That's what I'm talking about, Triple.
there. Let's start. Why start now? Let's do it.
That's
I
why
saw
I
your
rock with
comment
you.
about Nunu talking about, so I'm joining Team Takeoff, but not an anchor or a heavy hitter. It was never presented to me first, ma'am. I am, you know what? We're not gonna create this argument. I'm not gonna. We will disclose that in one of our business meetings
Nunu,
later,
but
ma'am.
you're in
You're not
Team
gonna come.
Takeoff. You're on Team Takeoff. Nunu is part of Team Takeoff. If you look at Nunu's name, Nunu does have that plan there.
Uh-huh.
Nunu is part of Team Takeoff.
I
And
love
what I
it,
love
dog. That's
about
my
Nunu
girl.
is, I didn't really even have to really talk her into it. She's a team player. She saw the vision, and that's my sister. She jumped on it. My fellow New Yorker around the house, bet. I said, Nunu, I want you in Team Takeoff. She said, bet. I love
That's
it.
her.
That is
Exactly.
her.
And you know what? She thought about Steady and she reached out and she grabbed Steady too. I just finally just got, put into the group now, because I have to get a feel for things and put my energy. And plus they got to get to know me. They're gonna be like, who this new guy is? I'm camera shy on TikTok. Like I don't you get this. It's funny, right? For a guy that got over 300 episodes with his face plastered all over YouTube and get on TikTok and want to have the camera off. Yeah, I'm that guy. Don't worry about it.
I did not know. I'm part of this, and you had 3,000 episodes on here. I'm so
Not 3,000,
flattered.
300. You over we ain't got
3
3,000 yet. I'm
sorry.
working on it. I'm 300 plus. Thank you. I appreciate the affirmation, girl. So if you see us doing 3,000 shows, let me know. Okay. I'm with it.
Listen, I'm just so flattered to even be part of this show and 300, episodes that you have on here. This is amazing. This is amazing.
Right. You know what
I'm
I'm
just so
saying?
happy to be part of
And
it.
yo, I gotta learn to give myself like to really market myself. I'm really kind of I ain't gonna say bad at the marketing things. In my mind, I be thinking I be doing it, but the reality be like you could do more. Like shout out to my bro Kyle. He always calls me and have our meeting of the mind conversation. He's like, bro, you got to push the clips out there. You got to get part of that rhythm. You got to keep going and keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? And Joseph was telling me if you want it, you got to get out there and get it. I'm
I
trying to get it.
agree.
You know what I'm saying? I
I
want it.
agree.
I'm ready. I'm ready to grind it and keep going. And who would ever thought, y'all? It's almost time for us to get out of it. I mean, we can keep rocking if you want to talk about it, but I don't want to stray too much of it being the Christmas episode. And I'm trying to get to know Mel. I can get to know Mel a little bit later. If you know, you know. I'm gonna stop saying that. I'm doing too much again. You know what? The floor is yours. I'm gonna sit there and take a brief recess and let
So
you go
this
ahead and talk
episode
to the
is an
people.
hour long. Is that what it is, Steady? It's an hour long. Is that what you do? An
Yeah, I've
hour
been
at a
shooting.
time?
I shoot for an hour.
Okay.
I
Okay.
try to stay moderate because boy, people tend to leave your shows, podcast, especially if they don't find it piques their interest. So I hope I was interesting and engaging enough to keep y'all attention. I appreciate y'all. Shout out all my peoples on my YouTube, my Facebook, my Twitch page. Sorry, TikTok, I miss you. I'm gonna work out the politics with that. And shout out to all my people that listening on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. I thank y'all because y'all helped made Steady come back for 2025.
Oh, that is amazing. You have so much things going on. Wow, that is so amazing. I'm so proud of you, Steady. I really am because you don't let the odds push you. You push the odds out of the way. And that's amazing. Credit to you, Steady, on that. I didn't know initially we were gonna be on YouTube. Had I known, I would have spread the word with my whole family and let the money. We'd have bum rushed this thing here.
Hey,
But
don't worry about it.
next time we are on it. We are definitely on it. My brother did get to come through on it. I did invite some people last minute, so they can be able to jump in, and I'm just happy for the people that were able to come on and see the podcast. But next time, I am always willing to come on and do this with you. Definitely.
I love it. I love it. And ladies
And
and gentlemen, I'm gonna do. Oh, go ahead. What you want to say? Say
can
whatever
I
you need
say
to say.
that I just got this microphone, right? And I just truly feel like I'm a podcaster or DJ. I'm just really feeling this microphone.
You're a natural. I know. It's a good look for you.
It gives you power.
Absolutely. And of course, y'all can catch the replay. We will have it uploaded again. It will be available on YouTube. But you got to go to Live with DJ Steady and Company to be able to catch it. You know what I'm saying? Catch Steady next to the Island Queen up here rocking and doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what I do. And y'all, just before we get out here, I'll let y'all know she hosts a really incredible game night on her TikTok page. I've been a part of it. I got accused of allegedly cheating because I know a certain answer, but as you can see here tonight, I just know music and I know certain things, and I just try to be in tune with the world because that's what great people do. I love what she does. I was unable to make it, and they kind of got on me. G17. I know you're watching somewhere out there. Yeah, I was supposed to be there to support y'all, but Steady was busy doing his own. Y'all gotta understand when I have with DJ Steady mode, I have to give this my 100%. I'm gonna be there because I'm part of Team Takeoff now, so I'm there to help them elevate. We all gonna because what's that song by my boy? I think it's Ryan Leslie. When I fly, we all fly together. We gonna fly together.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you again. It's an honor to be here on your platform. It really is.
Right. So okay, go and get your shout outs out before we can go and close this up out. I'm pretty sure you're ready to hop into TikTok and brag about all the great fun you done had on here.
Well, let's talk about me getting ready to get something to eat because I literally just walked in the door. I had to jump on here. But shout out to Triple Eight, Nunu, Joseph, who's on here, my brother Brandon that came through, and all my family members that are not talking in the chat, but you're still peeping. I see you. Thank you so much for coming in and supporting me my first time on a podcast. And thank you so much, DJ Steady, for allowing me to grace your platform here. It is truly an honor.
Absolutely. So we'll definitely have you back. We'll be getting together and putting some more content together. So now, ladies and gentlemen, I hate to leave y'all, but she gotta go eat and I gotta do some stuff because I do what I want to do. But with that being said, y'all know the motto here at Live with DJ Steady and Company. You know what I'm saying? If you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. This has been another Live with DJ Steady and Company show featuring the Queen Male Training. So we're gonna play this last commercial and we're gonna get up out of here. Good night, love, peace, and chicken grease. It's over. If you would like to be a guest on Live with DJ Steady and Company, feel free to email us at steadycompanylive@gmail.com. Also, don't forget to click that subscribe button on YouTube, also at Live with DJ Steady and Company. And of course, we need you to tap in with us. If you're not a fan of the video, then you can also listen in on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcast fix. We appreciate